I'll do that again. There, did you hear the clap that time?
No.
Okay. What do they call those clappers in the motion picture business? What do they call those little clappers? There's a technical term for them.
Sandwich board? Is that or like a? I know what you're talking
Well,
about.
I wasn't hungry. Now I am.
Well, that's excellent. Hi, Snake Eyes.
Uh, we already started the stream, so now they all had to witness me do my sound check. Oh, yep. There it is. There's the email right now.
Uh, that sound okay?
Oh,
How's my
I,
volume?
I gotta I
How's my
got a
volume?
free month of Prime because I did things for Jeff Bezos, so I gotta go onto Twitch and restart my what is it? What do they call it?
Subscription?
Yeah, that's the one. Resubscribe. Give me that.
Well, that's nice.
Use Prime sub.
It's nice when I have subs.
You're welcome. I'd like to think that you get a little bit of money, and someday that'll trickle down to me.
What if I just do that, Snake Eyes? Move my mic farther from my mouth. Is that better? All right. Um, welcome to Totally Normal Gaming. We should have Gelidus tonight, and we will have Dirk at some point. Ooh. Um, all right, we had a break for a couple weeks,
We
and
were on a break. Uh,
someone,
Go on.
something the day was a friend. I guess the New York Times made a list of the best movies of the 21st century so far, and I was reading it, and I was obviously displeased with the order of some of them, but also there's like three on the list of the top 100 that I haven't seen, and one of them
Oh,
is super bad.
Oh,
I don't. I have a feeling you're not gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hate it.
There is a there. I think there's one moment, and this is one that probably hasn't aged super well. It's a little male gazy, but there's a moment where they're talking about how one of their classmates who they think they saw like down the street had breast reduction surgery, and they're talking about like, yeah, it's not just that they make them smaller, they reshape everything. And Jonah Hill turns to Michael Cera and says, I gotta get a look at these warlocks, and they both sprint off. That one's pretty good.
yeah, Bill, you're not gonna like it, but uh, it was a it was a fairly impactful comedy.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it made an impact. All right, friends.
Ooh,
Hello, chat, and welcome. Glad to see you. Um,
I I had forgotten that things ended poorly for me last time.
yeah, let's recap a little bit. Do you guys remember what
Our
happened?
notes. Somebody takes notes. Uh, okay. 2 weeks ago, in real world time, because the real world is different than D&D time. In D&D time, it was moments ago, which, makes these things hard to track because of the time discrepancy. Um, uh, most of the party returned to city name Zathura. Thus spoke Zarathustra. I think I'm getting closer. I'll just guess for a few more minutes. And Ophelia has blackmail on everyone, and she gives Zerwin a bunch of the blackmail. It was unloaded pretty quickly, so unfortunately I didn't get the individual things. Uh, and then
You mean Negra Raleigh? Negra Raleigh.
yeah, that's what I said. Um, Later that night, everyone had a nice little sleep, and Zerwin had a dream with all of the kings and queens in the Crown of Kings, and they had all decided that Zerwin had the best chance of stopping the devils and demons. Meanwhile, Ezra was an owl flying away, and suddenly he got struck by lightning. And would you believe it took two or three to really knock him out of the sky, which is more than I can say of, my corporeal form.
Also, more than
Uh,
you can say for an actual owl.
I don't know enough about owls to say that definitively. I have the self-confidence to admit I'm not an expert on owls or their resistance to lightning. Um, and Ezra eventually did get knocked unconscious by all the lightning and one magic missile, and Lucius rescued him. Ezra made a little bit of social faux pas by asking if Lucius knew anybody who could forgive curse or fix curses. While Ezra was unconscious, he had his own sort of dream where he met Gargoth, and Gargoth was in what seemed to be one of the hells.
Hold on. While Ezra was dying.
Unconscious, dying. I mean, what is a near-death experience? Anytime I'm unconscious, it's a near-death experience. So
Okay, go ahead.
how often don't we all have that existential crisis every once in a while where we're in bed, everything's quiet, we've taken our melatonin, we have our sleep mask on, and suddenly we sit bolt upright, realizing that we're about to take our own consciousness away from ourselves, and we might not wake up. What if something happens? That happened to me like 2 nights ago. It was awful. Um, I had gotten over it, and now it's back. Um, Anyway, yeah. So Ezra died
The
there.
gift
Are
of
you happy
ennui.
now?
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Ezra died, and while he was dead, his spirit met with Gargoth. Gargoth tried to read the book, Death, Rebirth, Fire, something like that is the title of the book. I can't remember. He couldn't access the book, but they had a really nice conversation. And Gargoth revealed that he wants to free all of or at least he said at the time, that he wants to free all of the souls imprisoned in the hells. And he thinks that both the forces of evil and the forces of good, namely, angels and celestials, as well as devils, are gonna be real cross with him. Um, that's everything I remember.
Okay, that's pretty good. Zerwin, you remember anything else?
I'm trying to remember the specifics on what they gave us. I know we were gonna go. We were gonna pick the person that we thought was going to be the easiest one to sway. We were gonna go talk to them first. Um,
You had a hard time
there's
setting up a meeting, I'm pretty sure.
right. We tried to bribe our way.
Come on, you just told me
Um,
I was too loud.
didn't. So we ended up dropping his illegitimate son's name
Yeah.
um, to get the meeting. And we have not heard back yet, but we'll see. And I think that's most of what we did. Um, it seems like you know, time sensitivity wise, now that we've met with Skip, we know how to reach him again. Um, as soon as you come back, uh, could we could do it, but we do have, I think, a little bit of time before we need to really start attacking these things.
Nah, I don't think I'm coming back. Bill won't let me. He won't kill me though either. I had a whole character rolled and everything.
I've killed you twice.
This one was gonna have an accent. Everyone was gonna love it.
Okay. Um, you did leave, Zerwin, you left a message with the administrative assistant,
Hmm.
uh, and they said to check in again tomorrow, right? And then I think you and the gang were going to go find another inn. Is that correct?
We did, and I think we got 2 rooms, if I recall.
Okay. Did I give a name for this inn? I don't have that written down.
You
Did
did. None of us
tarnished
remember.
coin, or like the,
It's
the
half
burnished,
coin, or
the tarnished something?
I think you're right. I think it was something like the tarnished coin. In
Okay.
fact, that feels super close.
I love it. Let's make it the tarnished coin. Um, I see where it is here on the map. I don't have the name though. Okay, so let's see. How do we start here? Let's start with Ezra. Ezra, you and Lucius are riding horses. And you're going where? You're
We
just following
were,
Lucius?
I believe, had decided we were gonna look for Skip. Uh, yeah, that's my recollection.
Okay. Um, it's nighttime. It's dark. Um, you're not riding that fast because you're not riding on a road.
And
You,
there's baddies about. We don't want to draw too much attention. We don't want to be making too much noise.
Lucius is a much better rider than you are. So he's what's that?
That tracks.
Yeah. So he's stopping every once in a while, um, as you sort of weave your way through fields and forests, and he's waiting for you. Um, he is really hard to see in the dark. He looks like a shadow
I'm
all the
probably a
time.
little hard to see in the dark too, because I'm small.
Yeah, maybe.
Not that
Um,
this is a shadow measuring contest.
he's sort of like you can see his horse, but you don't. Oftentimes, when you look up, it looks like there's nothing on the horse until you get close, and you're like, "Oh, he is there." Um, he's very like it's very black around him, even though it's not that dark out. There's a sliver moon. It's a clear night. It's a real like thumbnail of a moon, and there's no wind. It's super still. And can you make me, as you're riding along, can you make me a perception check?
19.
All right. Um, you're riding along just like you have been for a good hour, and then you hear voices in the woods.
Lucius, do you hear that?
He's ahead of you. He's one of those moments when he's ahead of you and he's stopped and waiting like 100 yards in front of you.
Okay, as soon as I hear the voices and see that Lucius has stopped, I will stop, see if he's going to signal me or if he's even looking at me.
He is. He's looking. Well, actually, you can't see him. That's kind of
Okay.
the point. You can see the horse.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go like, motion to my ear. I don't know if again, I don't know if he's looking at me. I'll probably dismount at that point and stow my horse. I can't remember what it's called when you take the horse's reins and put it on something so the horse doesn't wander off. I'm not. I guess you were right that I don't know much about horses or riding. I felt like that slight was going to kind of burn me for a while, but I think you might have been right.
Yeah, you did like try to engage the horse in conversation when you first mounted.
Yeah, the horses talk where I come from.
Some of them. Okay. Also, some of the
Especially
horses have human bodies. Don't forget about
where I
centaurs.
where I come from.
There's centaurs, yeah.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, the ones with horns almost always talk. I mean, unless they don't like you, and then they tend to keep to themselves.
You also know that there's just horses, though. You're not an idiot.
No, but even the ones that are just horses, a lot of the time they're things disguised as horses and they can talk. So I've seen horses talk. It's not, come on, like just figured we're pretty quick. We're in the Feywild now. Like we're over the border. So would have been rude not to try to talk to it. Is
Okay.
all I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
And
No. Totally.
remember, we talked about this 60 sessions ago. Politeness is next to cleanliness, and Ezra is polite to a fault.
I don't remember that conversation.
I was explaining to Dirk that, they say cleanliness is next to godliness and politeness is next to cleanliness. Um,
Who says that?
but I mean, nobility, people, people to whom politeness, at least among pleasant, well, a well-to-do company, is expected.
What?
Okay. Um, yeah, you can't tell if Lucius can see or hear you or not.
Okay, well, I dismounted and I'm going to stealthily approach Lucius's steed.
Once he sees you get off the horse, he turns his horse around and starts riding back towards you.
Oh, I must have made a mistake.
What's up?
Okay. Did you hear the voices? There were voices.
Where?
Ezra points in the direction of the voices and says how many he thinks he heard. And more than
Uh,
one.
yeah, you can't. You couldn't tell how many there were, but definitely more than one.
Definitely more than one. I couldn't tell how many I heard. I'm whispering also, but it's hard to pick that up on stream sometimes. Also, I didn't want anyone to get uh, you know too much pleasure from the
Too
sound of
late.
my voice. It's gonna be like this all night. I'm gonna just take up as much space as possible to try to delay until maybe more of our friends show up. Oh,
Okay. Uh, he says, "I don't hear anything." Is it still talking? Like, can you still hear them?
Ezra listens carefully. Yes, they're over that way.
He.
I can't pick out the language or how many. I know it's more than one voice. If I knew more, if I listened to more, maybe I could pick out whether they sound like they're happy, sad, upset, what language they might be speaking, or I could, try to sneak in there. You're probably stealthier than I am. You're better at a lot of things than I am. Killing wizards, apparently, you're better at that. Riding
Oh,
horses, I've heard you're better at that.
he. Okay, I'll go check it out. And then he melts, and the shadow, like you see him melt into a shadow, and then you see the shadow of a humanoid figure as it skirts across the top of the grass.
Yeah, I've watched a candle before. I get it.
Um, a few minutes go by, um, and can you make me another perception check?
I can. 22.
Yeah. You hear your voice. Sorry. You hear your name from one of the voices.
Can would you describe the voice for me?
Um, it's a whisper, but it's like a stage whisper.
And so it feels like it's very close then, even though it's a stage whisper. Or
Yeah,
even though, yeah.
yeah.
Ezra,
It's definitely some sort of magical effect.
Ezra will, uh,
Ezra,
yes, I'm here.
Ezra.
Ezra rolls his eyes and starts stealthily approaching the direction that he heard the whisper.
Okay. As you start walking that direction, Lucius pops up in front of you out of the shadow of a tree. There's nothing over there.
Uh, would you stay here and let me take a look?
You want to go into the dark woods by yourself?
Yeah, I grew up in these woods,
You did
or
not
woods
grow
very
up in these
similar.
woods.
I grew up in woods very similar to this.
All woods are similar to all other woods, are they not?
I would argue that the Fey woods are a mite bit more magical, and we are in the Fey realms. At
We are in the Fey Kingdoms. You're right. Actually, we're pretty
um,
close to the border of the wild too.
yeah. So I I heard something whisper my voice. If they know my name, it's probably not anything. It's either something fine or something really, really, really bad. And either way, wouldn't you rather have me go first?
No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Also,
go.
are you sure it's not just because you almost died? Like, are you hearing shit? Like,
I did die, Lucius. I was dead, and I got sent back by your healing potion. But it's still. I saw
okay,
the other side. Um, yeah.
all right, I'll follow
Stay
you.
here. Okay.
I'm
Follow me.
not staying here.
Okay. All right. Just let's go together. Do you want to hold hands? Dirk and I do that sometimes.
He disappears. He melts into a shadow and disappears.
Righto. And Ezra will stealthily approach the stage whisper. It's gonna be something bad. I'm excited.
Hmm. Okay, you walk sort of up the slight hill, and deeper and deeper and deeper into the woods, and then the voice gets louder, and it's many voices now. You can hear them. It's like a chorus. There's male voices, there's female voices, there's young voices, there's old voices. And every once in a while, you pick out one of them, and it's seems like every one of them at some point says your name. Um, you
Continuing
walk for
on.
5 minutes. You walk for 10 minutes. You walk for 20 minutes. You walk for about a half an hour.
We should have brought the horses.
In deeper and deeper into the thick, dark woods. Um, and then all of a sudden, you see a light. It's dim, but it's a light.
Lucius, do you see that? There's a kind of glow in that way. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. Uh, the forest is thick and old and probably ancient, actually. Um, but there's like undergrowth beneath the. What the fuck are you doing?
Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Gotta go through it.
It's that the canopy has gotten very high, but now there's like a layer of undergrowth and massive trees. And then through the tree trunks, you see a building. It looks like it's made of stone, covered in moss. And as you get closer, you realize it's some sort of temple. And there is a light coming from inside through one of the intact stained glass windows.
Lucius, I'm gonna go inside now. You're gonna stay with me? How do you feel about this place? What do you think the vibe is?
You don't hear from Lucius, and you don't see him.
Ezra approaches the doorway and peers inside from the doorway without crossing the threshold.
There are two massive oaken doors.
Looking directly into that hardwood. Okay. Um, Ezra lifts his left hand. Is there like a conveniently placed sign that says whether it's a push or a pull?
No, but there are handles.
Ezra pulls on the handle to the left door.
Okay. Inside the temple, there are hundreds. It's also, when you open it up, it's very well lit. There are hundreds of people. Um, Elves, halflings, humans, old, young, male, female. Um, there are some obvious druids. There are some creatures that are sentient creatures, various different types of animal human hybrids, or human like animal creatures. It's just a real cross section of all of the beasts and people and intelligent beings that live in the Fey realms. There are some actual fairies, and then one second.
Who do we have in the middle? Ah, I recognize her.
It's Titania. She's sitting on a throne at the back of the room. She's never quite smiling, really, but she's definitely not frowning either. She looks up when you come in, and she gestures for you to approach.
Um, Ezra enters, allows the door to close behind him softly, and approaches. He will kneel and bow his head when he kind of gets to the front of her. Is she
Yeah,
like up on a dais or like a?
yeah, it's like a 20-step dais. She's way up there.
Yeah. I'll stop at the bottom and that's where I'll kneel and not like, bow my head and kind of wait for direction because we're gonna we're gonna show the utmost respect in this situation. Comedy off.
Okay. Um, she speaks the second she opens her mouth. The whole place goes silent. Everything stops. Welcome, Ezra. Stand. Come closer.
Yes, my queen. And Ezra stands and approaches.
You left this plane for a moment. I could sense you leaving and then returning.
I died briefly, or was very, very, very near death.
Hmm.
Can,
Strange.
can you see the curse that I carry?
Oh yes. It almost takes up all of you. It's hungry, Ezra. And it's feeding, feeding, always feeding.
Yeah, worried about that feeding part. Hoping it won't drink up all of little Ezra.
Oh, it's not feeding on you. Not yet. But it will. You're not ripe yet.
Ugh.
I I want to let you know that your family is safe.
Thank you. It's
But
it's a relief to hear.
but I cannot keep them safe if the Empire invades.
We're working on putting a stop to that.
How will you do that?
I can't tell you that. On the off
Can't.
chance that this is all some grand nefarious illusion, I can't reveal probably almost any information, much as I would like, my queen. And even if you were to strike me dead for that insubordination, I have a feeling I would come right back.
Strike you dead. Someone already did that tonight. No, no. I would never kill you, Ezra.
You know better than anyone that sometimes you need to work in secrecy behind illusions, build walls around yourself, and that's what I'll be doing, at least as far as this conversation goes.
Then I will punish you. Come here.
Ezra approaches.
She reaches out her hand and her finger um, like pulls your shirt down, and then her other finger touches your chest, and it burns. Um, it hurts like hell, and a brand appears on your chest and your sternum. A small one. It's you probably scream, um, and when she's done, you sort of
Can I roll
collapse.
like a con check or something to see if I can hold myself together?
Sure, roll at disadvantage.
Just okay. Is it a save or just a check?
Just a Constitution check.
All right. Well, off to a rip-roaring start. 4.
No, you scream
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
probably cry a little. Um, then you probably collapse to your knees afterwards. Otho has found something left behind by Armoros. When you helped to trick Armoros into defeat, and the nightmare collapsed in the places where it touched this plane, it did so very quickly, and something was left behind. Something powerful. An artifact. And that is what Otho is using to summon the shapeshifters. It is what he is using to increase the power of his Magi. And it is what he's using to influence the Emperor. I have a job for you, Ezra. Are you listening?
Yes, I believe it or not, I'm also always listening for your wisdom and guidance. I only wish that I heard it more often.
You must destroy Otho and his artifact.
Oh,
Marcus Publio can live or die. It matters not. It is the artifact and Otho that are the danger. The Emperor is cruel and callous, but he is also weak. It is Otho. It is Otho now who is risen to power, and he will not stop. And he will be hard to kill. Can you
I
and your friends do this, Ezra?
I'll do it myself if they won't, although I do trust that they will help me.
I see. Well, the sooner you do so, the better. Also, I would like you to return the body of one of my children to me. Your friends stole it.
Uh, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce the name. But the pseudo dragon.
No,
No.
the
L.
pseudo dragon. Yeah, L.
Oh, L. Okay. Uh, my queen, I apologize if that appeared to be theft. I believe that they were attempting to ensure that their body would be taken care of and appropriate last rites would be observed. Uh,
Yes, it is always the claim of the ignorant that they wish the best.
while the road to the hells is paved with so and so. I will ensure that their body is returned to you.
See that you do, for only here can L find peace.
I know that to be true.
You may ask.
The big question,
You may.
would you would you rid me of this curse?
I would, if I could. It is not a power bound to this plane. It is woven in the very fabric of the planes itself. If I undo one of those weaves, the one that ties it here, I am afraid that you too, or the part of you that is here, will be unwoven. But that is what pulled you back.
Very well.
I think, Ezra, in order to rid yourself of this curse, you will need to fight the thing that you become when it has fed from you.
I will do my best to prepare myself for that.
Now, would you like to be sent back to your friends?
I would. There is someone nearby who's a friend. I would want to be able to tell him and
The
see what.
vampire,
Yes.
he is a very powerful being, Ezra.
I
It disturbs me that he meddles in the affairs of mortals.
uh I will take your disturbance into account as I move through my dealings with the people of the Empire.
I will let him know where you've gone.
In that case, I'll get back to your mission. and killing Otho and ensuring that the Empire does not invade.
Go now to your friends. And she holds up her hand and a portal appears in the wall.
That looks familiar. Ezra jumps on through that portal.
Okay. Before that happens, back to Zerwin and the tarnished coin. Okay. You got a couple rooms. And the tarnished coin.
What time of day was it? It wasn't that late, right?
No. It was probably late afternoon, early evening. I assume you're going to want to get some dinner. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I'd like to get drunk.
Sure, you can definitely try to do that. All
I'm
right.
gonna try.
All right.
Is there anybody in the bar or common room?
Yeah, so you probably sit down and eat dinner first, and then unpack your stuff into your rooms or whatever, and then you come back down and start drinking. So by the time you come back after dinner time is pretty busy. The tarnished coin it's an interesting clientele mix. On one hand, you have like wealthy merchants who are trying to find the closest place to the palace that they can stay. But this isn't the closest place to the palace. And on the other hand, you have a lot of real working class people. There is a bouncer, and there is a barback, and there is a bartender, barkeep. All three of them are large tattooed men. They look like they are related in some way. The barkeep is the oldest one. He's starting to go a little gray on the sides. And it looks like the bar, like the, one who's bringing drinks to certain tables and shipping back glasses and washing them, definitely looks like the youngest. They're all human. The youngest one looks like they might be 20, 21. It's hard to tell. The oldest one looks like they might be late 40s, early 50s. It gets busy, but people are pretty much well behaved early on. Hold on a second. We don't need Titania eavesdropping on this. As the place gets busier and busier, and as it fills up more and more, you do see a couple of non-humans in the bar. There is an elf sitting with several humans, and then there is some sort of mer creature who's also here. There must be some magic on him. But most importantly, the thing you notice the most as you start drinking, actually, there's two things you notice. Can you make me a perception check? I'll tell you how much of these things you notice.
13.
Yeah, not a lot. You notice that the bar is sort of split. Looks like one half of the bar is a lot of the working class people, and one half of the bar is a lot of the upper class people. Yeah.
Sorry, you said an elf, and who was the second non-human?
Some sort of merman sort of thing. You've never seen one before. I can find a good picture here. Probably can't.
Well, I'm definitely going to go talk to that guy.
Yeah, the merfolk. He has the legs of a human, but he's not super steady on them. Um, yeah, you want to go? You want to go talk to him? He's sitting with a bunch of humans.
Yeah, I mean, can I try to get a little drunk? I know you said it's going to get harder.
Yes, you can try. Make me a Constitution save. At, at,
And
at advantage, yeah.
20, 30.
Nope, you can't. You can't get drunk.
All right,
Doesn't seem
I'll
to be
go talk to
working.
that guy. Am I by myself? Am I by myself?
Nah, probably the group's there with you, I would assume. But you can go by yourself to talk to these guys.
Yeah, I'll wander over there. Hey, can I buy you guys a drink?
The sailors look up. Sure, yeah, please.
I yell. We'll take a round.
Um, cheers, mate. Well, I haven't seen a dwarf around here in ages. What brings you around? You're all really tall for a dwarf.
Oh, yeah, well, I nothing. We're just hanging out. We just thought we'd stop at this inn. We've stayed at a couple other ones and had some adventures. Thought we'd stay at the Tarnished Coin. What brings you guys here?
Not enough money to go to the places where you can see the naked women. That's why we're here.
Mm,
Also, our friend here is visiting. And they motion to
yeah.
the mer creature.
Hi, I'm Zerwin, and I introduced my friends, or I probably would have myself. Those are my buddies over there. What's your name?
Ah, hello. My name is Thomas. Well, that is what my friends call me.
What brings you l- landside?
Oh, yes, it was very difficult. There is a lot of magics that I must have had done, must have had done. That happened. I have come to speak with the king.
Really?
Yes,
About what, if you don't mind me asking?
I cannot say exactly, but it is because my king has sent me to talk to him. The seas are becoming troubled.
Really? In what
Yes,
way?
the shipping lanes are beginning to suffer because of strange happenings. We cannot protect them like we always have. That has been one of our deals.
Oh, do you know what's behind it?
No.
What do you think the king can do?
Well, hopefully understand.
Hmm,
It is a diplomatic mission in which I bring apologies and assurances that we are trying our best. They have felt the losses, I am sure. That's true, says one of the sailors. Especially as you head towards the mainlands. And those goddamn islands, too. The Moonshays? It's getting harder and harder to get over there. Those people are gonna fucking starve. Nah, they'll be fine. What do you know?
I think there's a delegation from the Isles here right now too.
Yeah, we heard about that. This is another one. They are fucking assholes, though.
I agree with you.
Hey, what's your group about? I mean, what do you got over there? Some weird short elf and like a dragon lizard thing, and then a purple-haired dwarf. No offense, but it's a weird-looking fucking group.
Yeah, we're just a ragtag group of adventurers called the Spicy Oranges.
Hmm. Is there a lot of adventuring around here?
Uh, we've had to kind of find some of our own. There's some.
Hmm. Does it pay good, this adventuring?
Uh, it's okay. I mean, I guess in one of our last adventures we were given a castle, so
Get the fuck out of here!
yeah,
You got a castle?
yeah.
What's
I don't
it
know what we're
called?
gonna do with it though. Castle Magnus.
Castle? You got a great castle?
Oh yeah. Yep. They,
Jesus.
they gave it to us and we left.
And you fucking left? Why
Oh
would you
yeah.
do that?
Well, we're adventurers.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
We'll go back. It's a nice spot to keep our stuff. Although we
Hmm.
haven't really found anything here.
I got a castle, says one of them. And they all turn and look. Yeah, sure I do. I got a castle at home. It's fucking huge. And they're all just like, what an idiot.
I like the cut of your jib.
Every man's home is his castle. Gimpy, you live in a fucking shack down by the shore. Yeah, but it's my castle. Thomas, Thomas is like really taking everything in. I am so grateful for my friends that have showed me around. They are so kind and generous. Are all humans this way? No, says one of the sailors. Absolutely fucking not. In fact, most of them are fucking worthless shitbags, if you want to know the truth. Just as soon stab you and rob you as look at you. Um, and then the one goes, yeah, and it's the crazy part is the richer they are, usually the bigger shitbags they are, and they more they want to steal from you. And Thomas is like, can that be true? But they already have more money. Yeah, that's what you'd think. But when you want more money, enough money is not a thing that happens. It's always more and more and more. And the richer you get, the more of it you want. And then, before you know it, you're selling your children into slavery or some fucked up shit. Then they start like exchanging rumors about wealthy local noblemen. Um, when a man in a much nicer clothes walks up to the table. Excuse me, gentlemen. I've heard you slander my family name, and I demand satisfaction. And he pulls out his glove and like goes to slap one of the guys with it in the face.
Can I
And
grab his wrist before he does it?
yeah, make me an athletics roll or a combat roll actually, or grapple roll.
It's the same.
Yeah.
13. It's a pretty good roll.
You don't grab his wrist, but you do put your hand up, and it knocks his hand out of the way. And he doesn't land the slap. And one of the sailors, like all the sailors at once, push back their chairs and stand up. Like, and then, like behind the nobleman, there's actually like a group of like rich guys who are like, "Yeah, you want a piece of this?" And the sailors are like, "We really fucking do." And they start like yelling at each other and like pointing fingers. And you and Thomas are right in the fucking middle. And suddenly Thomas doesn't look so happy to be hanging out with his new friends. He looks scared.
Um,
Friend Zerwin, I am frightened. Will this combat be mortal?
well, I'm not drunk, you said, right? So, um, no, hold on. So I stand up and I jump kind of between the two groups. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, nobody was talking about your family. Let's can we settle this over? What do you say we go to the bar, we get a round of drinks, we go back to our own tables, and we relax.
Yeah,
We
fuck
relax.
that. That guy fucking slapped me. You are a piece of filthy shit. That's why I fucking slapped you. Okay. Uh, Ezra,
I'm here.
justice is getting really heated. Does everyone want to make a perception check?
Let's see. Nah, only a 9.
Okay. You don't notice the portal in the ceiling open up, and you don't notice an Ezra fall out of that portal until he smashes into your shoulders, basically, causing the two of you to tumble over. Because you said you got up on the table, right?
Yeah. No, I got between the guys. You said there were between the rich guys behind the sailors and the sailors. I went around in between the two.
Oh no! The rich guys came from behind you, so you were already in between them.
Oh, I'm already in between them. All right, yeah, I was up on the table then.
Okay. Ezra lands on you.
Oh, sorry,
Uh,
boss.
the two of you tumble down onto the tabletop because someone did not see you coming and could not prepare to catch you. And when you do so, let's see here.
So
Let's
everyone,
roll
it's good
some
to see
dice.
you. Uh, an ogre threw me. Did you see that?
When you
Ogre
do
threw me
so,
right into you.
hold on a second. When you do so, um, you hit a couple of the drinks, and two of them fly off and hit two different people, and then the brawl starts. That was the spark that lit the fire.
Gonna die again.
We're gonna get thrown out of here.
Oh no, not a third bar in these many
that
nights.
needs that needs to go. That needs to go on the stream highlights. We're gonna throw it out. Not a third bar.
Uh, all right.
Okay.
So, do I have a second, like after Ezra lands on me before it breaks out, or are we in combat now?
You can probably react quickly because you can see it coming. Like you've been trying to head this off.
Yeah. I say to Ezra, this merman. I was like, try to protect him. He's scared.
So there's a merman, but he has legs, and he's sitting at the table, and he's sort of scooted his chair back, and he looks very frightened.
I was gonna say this reminds me of the time I fell through a table in grad school. You remember that?
No, when did that happen?
We were at one of the bars near campus. Yeah,
Were you on top of it?
no, I was trying to get out of a booth, but the people next to me wouldn't move, so I tried to climb around them, and instead I fell over the booth and fell through the table behind us. Does it now does it sound familiar?
No, was I there?
You were there, yeah. You had a whale of a time. Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. I wish I remembered that. Why don't I remember the good stuff?
I
Oh
was
man,
fine. I was fine. Thanks for asking. Uh, what was the question?
was there a question? You started to talk. I don't know if there was a question.
No,
Okay.
I was explaining to him about the merman. So he would know who
There,
I was talking about, right?
yeah,
Like
there
it's
was a
obvious.
merman there that night too. Okay. Yeah. Ezra looks. Is there a merman?
Yeah.
How did he? What's he doing out of the water? Is there one?
Just help protect him. He's scared. I'm gonna go break this up.
All right. Uh, what style do you want? Ezra the enforcer or Ezra the socialite?
I mean, we can't have this conversation. I want you to get him out of the fight.
Oh, okay.
I assume you don't look great either when you land on me.
Oh, I mean, how dare you? Frankly.
Jesus Christ, you look like you got struck by lightning.
Yeah, that's a story for another time.
All right, get him out of here.
All right. Do I have time to cast a spell?
Sure. Does it summon cat
Everyone,
butt? Because that one already went
look,
off.
everyone, it's the good end of the cat. Ezra will quicken a spell to cast polymorph, and he's going to turn himself into a giant ape. He didn't specify.
Okay.
This is your
Yeah,
fault.
that's not going to scare the merman.
How big is this giant ape?
Yeah, I don't have any spells that will make him feel better. I'm sorry. I'll do what I can. He's huge. He might be a little too big. How is Ezra gauges whether or not the ceiling is giant ape height, tall?
I don't know. How tall is giant ape?
It's huge.
Yay
It just
big.
says huge.
It's yay
Oh, okay.
big.
You can find that scale if you Google it. The ceiling is 12 feet.
That sounds. I think a giant ape could fit in there, right? It's not as like a T-Rex would be taller. Like I need to be shorter than a T-Rex, but taller than a man. Didn't you say you want me to get him out of here? Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
That's what
we're
I'm
not
gonna do.
having this conversation. You gotta do what you
So
gotta do.
huge goes from 12 feet to God, what is that? Like 12 feet to like 25 feet.
Okay, do you want me to pick something else then? Do you think the giant ape is too tall?
Far be it from me to tell you that your giant ape is too tall.
All right. So I did that as a quicken spell. I would like. Do I have time to like move and do an action?
Oh my God, there's actually this question. What size doors can a giant ape squeeze its body through? The real question is, what is the door made of? Not how large is it?
Yeah. Listen, if we're gonna get kicked out of this bar, I want it to be worth it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it doesn't look like we started it, but
Okay. What's your question?
Am I able to move and take an action? I quickened that, so it was only a bonus action.
Um. Sure. We didn't roll initiative, but I
no, we
mean,
did not.
what are you getting at here?
I want to walk up to the merman and grapple him, essentially, grab him. I'm gonna throw him over my shoulder and we're gonna leave.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Let me just recap a little bit here.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
Thomas, the merman, is sitting with his friends, and a fight breaks out. He mentions being nervous when a halfling falls out of a portal in the ceiling, turns into a giant ape, and then abducts him. That's
Uh,
what you're going for? Yep, no, that happens. Nope, you have declared your actions.
I'm
Okay,
yelling
we
while this
know what's
happens.
happening.
Thomas, it's gonna be fine. Trying to yell.
as Ezra, as he walks out to him, says calmly, uh, "Listen, sir, I'm just following orders." But of course, because he's a giant ape, that comes out as
I
you
hear
know,
your mic cut that off, and I'm kind of glad.
yeah,
Whatever noise
yeah.
you just made, I didn't need.
Insert gorilla noise.
That's what you tried to do, and it failed.
Well,
Okay.
imagine a gorilla noise. We all know.
Uh,
We've all dealt with gorillas.
you're not the boss of me, Ezra. I'm not going to imagine real noise. Okay. Zerwin, what would you like to do?
I mean, do I need to roll initiative?
Nah.
Is the fight happening?
The fight's happening, but let's role play it. Describe to me what you'd like to do.
Um, is the table that we just fell off of still intact?
Yeah, no, it's quite sturdy.
And is there a scrum now of 4 or 5 people standing near the table?
Yes. It's more like 10 people.
I'm climbing up on the table and jumping onto the top of the scrum.
Okay.
And I'm gonna scream Matilda as I do it. But I guess I will try to as you know, I'm trying to take out as many people as I can, but I am aiming to land on top of one of the rich guys.
Okay. Yeah. Um, what what do you want to do with this guy when you land on him?
Just grapple him.
Oh, just like hold him down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to knock down a bunch of them and grapple this one, and hopefully that'll calm things down a little.
Okay. Make me a generic attack roll.
Let's see.
Add your strength modifier.
Um, so that's an 18.
Okay. You managed to grapple two of the rich guys at the same time. You sort of got one in each arm. Um, one of them is rabbit punching you in the like lats kind of, and the other one you got kind of across the mouth and face. So he's kind of like, what the fuck? He's trying to bite your arm. Um, and
So I put my head between both of their heads and go, I'm still offering to buy you a drink if you guys knock this shit off.
um, and the other thing that happens is all three of the men, the large tattooed men who work in this place, suddenly just appear.
They what?
Um,
Sorry.
they suddenly just like appear in the middle of this fight, and it is a wall of angry man flesh, and there is a lot of like people just get bounced on either side.
I
Actually,
can't hear
Ezra,
you, Bill. I don't know if you're not hitting the button right or what.
wait, can you hear me, Ezra?
Yeah.
Are you hearing him through the stream or through?
No, I'm here. I mute the stream because otherwise I'd hear everything twice and it would drive me
Huh.
the
It's
kind of
but you don't,
insane that you see in movies.
your window's not even lighting up though.
Well, I
It is for
mean,
me.
yeah, it is. Okay, well, all right. So hold on.
It,
Uh,
that makes me think that maybe you muted him somehow by accident.
I didn't.
Okay.
no. Okay. All right. Focus. Ficus. Okay. Ezra, make me a perception check. Actually, make me
Okay.
an Arcana check. Sorry.
All right. Well, I got to do that using the giant ape stats, and that might take me a second.
Um,
Arcana is intelligence based. Oh, good.
Zerwin, you can also make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Zerwin's specialty.
13.
Actually, I rolled a 16.
Nice. Ezra, you're not sure, but Zerwin, you're almost positive these guys, their tattoos are in some way magical. Um,
I
everything.
don't even know if I'd know that with a 16.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just
Oh.
really impressed with how strong and fast they are.
Yeah, but also like everything that hits them bounces in a weird way, like a not natural physics way. Like a chair gets launched and it like weirdly bounces, like springy off them, which definitely shouldn't happen. Within a couple seconds, the fight is over, and the laborers and dock workers, they're like, or the sailors, they're like, all right, fuck them, they started it, but okay, nope, you're good. And the rich guys are a little less like they really don't want to give this up, but there's no choice. And the bouncer is like, the bouncer grabs one of them and pulls up and says, I will throw you out of here if you don't calm the fuck down. You hear me?
Nice.
And the rich guy's like, fine, piece of shit. And they go back to their tables.
By this point, Ezra has reached the door with the merman slung over his shoulder. He turns, looks at Zerwin, and
Hold on.
points.
Hold on. Actually, because the merman was terrified and started screaming. And then when Zerwin yelled, it's going to be okay, he cast a spell.
I wonder if he's going to melt like Lucius.
That'd probably be a worse thing than when it happens to Lucius, though.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out what spell that is.
Okay, you need to make me a wisdom save as the ape.
Yeah, you bet.
Why did you fucking turn into an ape? What a choice.
Dramatic
What?
effect.
What? I didn't have a lot to go off of. I got dropped into this situation, and you told me to protect a guy and get him
I,
outside.
I said that guy's scared. Let's protect him.
Wisdom save an 8.
Okay, you are charmed.
Oh, now I can't hear you. I'm
Sorry.
serious. Oh, you're back.
You are. Sorry, that's because I had another window up. You are charmed. No. Oh, that's weird.
Now
Hmm.
your window's lighting up, even though you're not really saying anything
Yeah, because I'm
intermittently.
testing my thing.
You look like
Y-
your window looks like a Christmas light. Like, come on.
Do 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 do
Oh, you're
do
killing
do
me.
do 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 do. Okay, so um, you're charmed.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was very handsome the whole time.
Ezra the giant ape is charmed, and he says the merman says, uh, "Sit down, please," and you sit right there on the floor. And he says, "Please put me down."
Ezra gives him a thumbs up and puts him down delicately, not the bad way, like dropping him, but like at like 10-foot height, he delicately puts him down.
We're gonna have another Harambe situation here.
Too soon.
Uh, he he when you put him down, he pats you on the head and says, "Good boy," and then goes over and the fight's broken up. How long do you stay as an ape?
As long as I want to. An hour?
This is going to be a fun night.
How long does his charm last?
Oh, that's a good question. I just closed the window.
Like 10 turns.
That's 6 minutes. Oh, wait. No, it's 1 minute.
One hour,
Nice.
or until it's broken.
Ezra, when you're an ape, do you still like perceive things as Ezra? Like, will
Yeah,
you
so
remember what's happening to you when you're no longer an ape?
yeah, the way that the spell works is my mind stays my mind, but otherwise I become the creature. So I can't cast spells because
Right.
they're not spellcasters. And all of my stats and skills change, and
Right.
including intelligence. That's the thing that's really tricky is if you change yourself into a creature that has an intelligence of 3, how can you say that you still have your mind? Game doesn't really explain that.
It's not a perfect system. That's why I make up my own rules sometimes.
I'm pretty sure it's perfect. This 5th version, like stacked all higgledy-piggledy on top of a version originated with Gary Gygax, like back in the 70s, perfect system. No notes.
All right. Uh, the fight is broken up. Order is restored. Thomas returns to the table.
I mean, let's be honest. I think Owen probably would have tried to soothe Thomas anyway if he was sitting at the bar with us.
Well, he should have showed up tonight. Ezra continues to sit on the ground staring at the wall, totally docile and still for 1 calendar hour, at which point he both turns into a halfling and stops being charmed. He
Yeah,
stands
well,
up,
it's
dusts
not. It's
himself
not
No,
off.
an hour yet. What are you talking? Like, we don't
we're
get to
not going to
control the flow of
sit there for
time.
an hour.
Just want it to be. I just want to drink.
I go to Thomas. I say, Thomas, you okay?
Yes, that was educational.
Yeah, that sort of thing happens around us way more often than it should.
This
Uh,
was your fault.
uh, yeah, it's our fault. Collectively, we're always getting into these sticky situations. That um, halfling who turned into an ape is actually one of my compatriots. I have no idea what he was doing falling on my head, um, but
He fell
he
out
is
of
good.
a magical hole that appeared in the ceiling. It
He
was
did,
very
huh?
exciting. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that stuff happens around the spicy oranges.
I have charmed the ape. Would you like me to release him?
Yeah, go ahead. My guess is he's had a pretty rough day. In fact, you might be interested in the story.
Okay, I do like a good story. Friends, I am going to go join Zerwin's table. As he walks by you, Ezra, he says um, something in the spell. The spell effect ends.
Ezra gives him a thumbs up.
Ezra,
He stands up
sorry,
and turns to Zerwin, shrugs.
says, "Let me get you a drink. What are you having?"
Ezra nods, and the spell ends, and he falls to the ground as a halfling. I'll take their most heavy-bodied red wine, please.
I walk away from him, forgetting exactly what he ordered immediately,
Something,
and just
something with a silky mouth feel.
I shake my head. Uh, I'm obviously not going to say that to the bartender, and go up and I order drinks for the table, and I send around to I don't know how much this. Tell me how much this costs, but I'm going to send around to the sailors and to the rich guys.
About
Just,
1 gold for everything.
all right. So I'll buy essentially around for the bar, I guess, and then including our group, and then we'll go over and sit down.
Ezra takes a sip and says, "You remembered to ask him about the mouth feel. Thank you."
Um, Ezra, I am curious as to why you landed on me through a portal. I think we probably owe Thomas a good story here as well, since we,
I am also interested.
I
yeah,
told you, an ogre threw me. You didn't see the ogre?
I didn't see anything except for your ass on my shoulder.
There was no ogre. It was a portal in the ceiling.
Yeah,
Can't
how
get
did you get
anything
here?
past this guy, huh?
How'd you get here so fast?
Well, let's see. I mean, it can't have been that fast. It must have been at least a couple hours by now, like 4 to 6 hours, right?
We were hundreds of miles apart.
Yeah, magic, man. I told my body is a weapon.
Could you could you go into a
Well,
little more detail?
all right. So, yeah, you want the whole story? I promised myself I wasn't going to tell you, but you're very convincing, Zerwin, and it's only because you're my best friend. Um,
Don't say
so
that too loud.
I wish Dirk were
Dirk is
here.
Dirk is obviously mad at that. I thought the same. Dirk is ranting by himself right now.
so you all went through the portal. Hey, what did you do with Elle's body, by the way?
Um, we Ophelia's storing it for us for now.
All right, I'm gonna need that. More on that later.
Oh my
Um,
god, you're weird.
so I turned into an owl. Uh, seemed like the best choice at the time, and I flew off in the
Do you
direction
prefer the owl or the ape?
the halfling. But that was a good question. I flew off in the direction of where Skip's camp had been, thinking I would find him, even though he had probably moved on, and I would just get him to open the portal at his new camp and meet up with you like tomorrow. Then I got hit by lightning. Then I got hit by lightning again. Then I turned back into a halfling, fell to the earth. Then I died. Then,
You
Again?
died. What do you mean again? Thomas says.
yeah, this is the second time it's happened, and I'm sure there will be more. Uh, then, hey, how much do we trust this guy, Zerwin?
I trust him with my life.
Then I met an archdevil. Then and he has some really good ideas. And then I came back. Lucius found me. Um,
Wait,
and
which one's Lucius?
he's the Ezra looks sideways, shifty eyes at the
Michael's
archdevil.
eyes are like bigger than I can make mine.
Who's
Who? You mean
Michael?
Thomas?
Thomas,
I feel like maybe this guy is giving us a false name or something because now he's calling himself Michael.
no, it was my mistake.
Okay, Tom. He- he's he's a military officer. He's a military
You
officer.
you saw a devil. You died and went to hell, or
One
one of
of
the
them.
hells.
Yeah, yeah. And I met an archdevil. I talked to him. He had some good ideas.
Good
Then
ideas.
then our friend Lucius, who's kind of like a general, he brought me back. Um, he and then like we rode through the forest for a little bit, and then we found a temple. I talked to a god, and she sent me back through that portal. All normal, everyday stuff.
You lived the most amazing lives.
That actually
Yeah,
went
but
way smoother than some of our adventures, to be
yeah,
honest with you.
amazing lives, but only on television. What's your story, Thomas?
I
Why are you
am
so
here to
scared of
talk
bar
to the.
fights?
I have never been in a bar fight before.
Is this
Oh,
the first time you've been on land?
No, I have been twice on that before.
Okay. I'd
Uh,
like Ezra. This is pretty cool magic, isn't it?
the ability to walk on land,
Well, as a mer person. I'm sorry, Thomas. What's
the
the race
capacity to
called?
breathe gaseous air.
I apologize and explain that I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't know what he is.
a merfolk. Merman is fine. Yes, uh, there is. And he holds up a hand, and there is a like a really super tight metal bracelet on his wrist. They are rare. Looks like maybe made of like pewter. You can't really tell, but they are for our diplomats. If you put it on, then you gain tail and can breathe water.
Oh boy. Let's fill a bathtub up and test this bad boy out.
Hmm.
I'm on it.
Who's the
I
bathtub
got my
for? You or Thomas?
Both. We're what, two bathtubs.
Uh,
Although Thomas's would likely need to be salted.
maybe.
Maybe not.
I could take all of the, the beer and wine in these tankards and shape them into a 5 foot cube of water if you want, and then you could swim around in that.
All right, we should end game right now. Is what we should do. It's an early week. Next week is a long week, and you're about to do some real dumb shit.
Why? What do you mean?
No, actually, no, I'm for it. Go ahead.
I feel like we were just hitting our stride.
All right.
Um, Thomas says, I've told Zerwin earlier I am here to see the king. I am a diplomat from my king. That is why I'm here, and why I'm like this. It is very
And
fascinating.
and by king, he means Numerius. Is Numerius technically a king?
Numerius is the king here, yes. And then I think there is emperor, right?
Yeah.
I have not seen this emperor. I am not
I don't think
important
he's not
enough.
here. I don't think here.
Uh,
You saying he's in the city?
no, I mean
Oh,
in these lands there is an
oh yeah.
emperor. In our realm, there is only kings and queens. One, mostly. The breathing of air is very unpleasant sensation. I do not like it. I might sleep in tub tonight.
Well, I've been there.
I have an audience with Numerius tomorrow. Would you like to come?
I, I think we would.
Yes, yes. I will introduce you to King. I will say, these men saved me from bar fight. They deserve honors. He will give you a medal for saving the life of important diplomat.
Cool.
Sounds good to me.
What time are you meeting him?
Oh, uh, seventh bell.
All
That
right.
is in the morning. All right. You all have a date with Destiny at seventh bell. We should probably wait for everyone else to be here for that, though. I don't know what happened. Everybody said they were going to be here.
Should we double tap that long rest button now, or do you want us to wait until we talk to everybody?
No, let's do it. You're itching to hit that double tap long rest
Yeah,
button.
I'm running on empty.
Hmm? I feel great.
Running on,
I need
running
I,
on empty.
I needed to turn into a monkey for the temporary hit points.
Uh,
Otherwise, I wasn't sure. I was gonna get stabbed in the neck with a broken bottle or something. That would have been
Those
it.
rich wussies weren't going to do anything.
The deaths are gonna start happening at a more exponential rate now. Like it took like 50 sessions for the first one, 40 for the second. It's
Pretty
gonna
soon,
start
Ezra is going to be
happening.
dying every other episode. Stay tuned, friends, for when Ezra dies every other episode.
Yeah, and then eventually I'll be dying twice around.
Mm.
All right.
Well, I mean, who to give my danger awesome point to tonight?
Yeah, each of you just take a danger awesome point.
All right.
Cool.
My danger awesome points are old enough to drink.
You want to know how many I have?
No. I used mine to stave off death for a round and a half last 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. So valuable way to good use of my danger awesome points.
All right.
Oh, I've got 98.
All right,
And
everybody. I'm ending the stream. Good night, y'all.
thanks
Thanks
for
for watching,
watching,
everybody.
folks. Happy summer.
Oh, you get an extra one from Snake Eyes, Ezra, because he needs a break and he turned into a huge ape. Very good.
I,
There you go.
I was a huge ape the whole time.